Hello everyone, Neil from Merch Informer here, and welcome to the Industry Secrets Seminar. Now, in today's seminar, we are going to be covering a lot of different kinds of content, and we're going to be going over the entire process, kind of from beginning to end, to make sure that you guys are on the right track. Now, we have used these tips and techniques to build a $20,000 per month business, and I want you guys to take away different things from this that you could implement inside of your own business. So just to lay down the foundation of what we'll be going over today, every print-on-demand business kind of starts with the same thing. We have to do research, figure out what people actually want to buy so that we know what to sit down and create. So we're going to be going over a lot of different techniques inside of Merch Informer. We're going to come up with some different ideas. Then we're going to move on to design. Now, I am not a designer, but I do know what makes a good design that sells hundreds, if not thousands, of copies per month. So we're going to be going over that, kind of how to design your merch, how to scale out your merch, focus on what is selling, what is not selling, some different tricks there. Then we're going to move on to keywording, okay? So that keywords are what you use inside of your product listing to make sure that the right people are seeing it. We're going to go over how to do that, how to make sure you're using the right keywords that get in front of the right audience. And then we're going to go over how to fill out your listing so that it's ready to go not only on Merch by Amazon, but everywhere else. So we're going to talk about the upload process, speeding up the upload process, and finally expanding outside of Merch by Amazon. Because while Amazon is great and that is the starting point that you are probably starting at, once you figure out what you are doing, taking those designs and getting them in front of other audiences. So you're using the same assets, but getting them in front of other people that might not necessarily be on Amazon is the easiest way to take your income and blow it up. Okay, so that is how we are able to reach $20,000 a month with very, very few designs. Okay, so not everyone is going to start. Probably no one is going to start at $20,000 per month or above. Okay, everyone starts at zero. Now, the whole point of this seminar today is to make sure that you are setting goals, you are learning techniques that you can put into place, not to make your first $20,000 or your first 1,000 sales. It's to make your first sale. Okay, so that should be your first goal. Once you've done that, you should set realistic goals. So, okay, you're making one sale a day now. How do we scale that one sale per day to 10 sales per day? Okay, reasonable goal. Everyone can reach that. So we're going to go through the entire process inside of Merch Informer and get you guys started on the right track. Now, let's jump into the computer here. This is the Merch Informer website. We are going to be coming back here probably plenty of times throughout the next hour or two with different resources. Maybe I'll point you guys back to some blog posts because we have written a ton of different content that should help you with pretty much every aspect of your business if you do get stuck. If you aren't getting stuck, don't pause the video. But if you do at any point are wondering kind of, hey, what is he talking about? Just pause the video, head over to merchinformer.com and start looking for your answers in the blog because I almost guarantee that we have written about them. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Research process. Now, I have not prepared anything for this seminar in terms of research. Why is that? Well, I want a realistic approach to this. When you sit down on the computer and you start doing your research, most of the times, if you've been doing this for any amount of time, you are probably out of ideas, not really sure what to take a look at. So let's go ahead and log in. I am inside of Merch Informer here. I just sat down at my computer and I'm thinking to myself, okay, for this seminar, we should come up with a few different ideas that we can then put into place in keyword and go over everything that we just talked about. What should I look for? I just woke up, don't really know what to search for. So the first thing that I would do for anyone that is following along here is just go over inside of Merch Informer, go to your favorites, because we're going to need a place to save all of this information. So we're going to add a category here, and we are going to call this just seminar, and we'll save it. I recommend you do this every single time that you do a research process, when you sit down at the computer, when you start. So I've gone ahead and created a category. This category, when we click it, you see no products saved. This is going to be where you are going to come back and reference this to see everything that you found during your process, during your research, and making sure that when you come back to this, you have everything right here that you can reference in the future when you're creating your designs, when you're keywording your designs, so on and so forth. Okay, so now that I've gone ahead and done that, I want to go through a few different modules, and we're going to try to come up with maybe 3 to 5 different ideas that we can use to create products, to figure out what we want to actively sell. Now, before I get going here, it's very important to remember that there's no one best technique. I get asked all the time, hey, you've done a lot of videos on this and this. What is the best one? What should I focus on? And there's really no good answer for that. They all work in a little bit of a different way, and they are all good ways to get in front of people and sell products. So the first one we're going to start off with is we're going to head over on the left-hand side here, come down to the keyword cloud and click on the niche hunter. I have been using this a lot during the past few weeks. We've been working on this tool, just released it. And I want to just go over it and try to find some fresh ideas just from this module so that we can see, hey, what is actively selling? What can we create in these bigger niches? Because the way you're going to make a ton of money is going to be finding big niches where people buy and coming at it with a unique angle, okay? So the way that this module works is it's going to show you the top ranked keywords, so what people are searching for on Amazon every single month. So I'm creating this video in January, as you well know. So in the left-hand menu here, we're going to see keywords. These are going to be the top ranked keywords for the month. Okay, so this is what people are going to Amazon and actively typing in and searching for products. Now, the first one you see here is Kobe Bryant shirt. Keep in mind in the back of your head when you're going through this, you cannot do intellectual property that you do not own. Okay, it's showing up because it's a top-ranked keyword. It's what people are searching for, but it's not necessarily something that you can create. So our job going through here is to look at the keywords, okay, in the left-hand menu, find something that sticks out to us, something that we can create. Take a look at the search volume. This is how many people per month are searching for it. And then every single week, this will update and show us the top-ranked products for the week for these top-ranked keywords for the month. Okay, so these are going to be the top-ranked shirts for the week. What does that tell us? Why is that so important before we actually jump in here? That tells us what a good design is. A good design is one that people are buying. That customers on Amazon they're searching for this keyword, Christmas shirts for women. They're finding a shirt and they're purchasing it, okay? So we know what a good design is, and then we can sit back and say to ourselves, how do I break into that niche? How do I keyword this? So on and so forth. So when you come in here, I'm going to look at shirts primarily. We might do pop sockets or hoodies or something else, but I'm just going to crank this up to 100 because I am just looking for ideas. I don't know what we want to create yet. So let's just start scrolling through this list. Halloween was a few months ago. A ton of people still search for that though. Hawaiian shirts for men, and I'm just really seeing what can stick out. Okay, so we cannot do Baby Yoda shirts. That's pretty obvious. We don't own that intellectual IP. We don't own intellectual IP for Lion King, but tons of people are searching for it. That's why it's showing up. Okay, Thanksgiving just came and gone. Star Wars, can't do that. So women's Christmas shirts. Now, it's always a good time. Literally, it is always a good time to get up products on Amazon for big holidays. It doesn't matter if you're uploading, 2 months ahead of time, 12 months ahead of time. You want to get those products up there and ranking so that when the holiday comes around, you can start making money. But if you are in one of the lower tiers, if you don't have a ton of different slots available, maybe not the best idea, but something you could take a look at, create some products, and just kind of push to the wayside and wait until you are in a higher tier here. So we're still going down. We're looking for keywords that we can use in a design, and we're looking what sticks out. Shamrock shirts for women. Okay, now notice that this keyword isn't a specific phrase. Okay, it is something that a customer is going to Amazon, they're typing in, and they're looking at what's available. That's really, really important because a lot of people, when they start doing their research, they're looking for, hey, I need to find a specific phrase to create around. But that's not what customers on Amazon are searching for. Customers go to Amazon, they type in something generic like, hey, I'm looking for a shamrock shirt for women. And you have a bunch of different products here. So we can go ahead and open some of these up. Okay. Now, first one I opened up. That is a pretty trippy looking design. Okay, shamrock tie-dye St. Patrick's Day shirt, t-shirt. Priced it low. Okay, so we're going to be going back to this over and over again. Pricing, keywords. Right now, we're not looking at any of that. We are literally just looking for a niche that we can take a deeper dive into. Okay, so let's just keep scrolling down and taking a look here. So, how is it selling? If you want to know how a product is selling just from the Niche Hunter, all you need to do, we know that it's a top-ranked product for the week. We've opened it up. We can scroll down to the product details box. You are going to be looking at this box very often, okay? Notice, no reviews. There's no reviews on this. They priced it low because St. Patrick's Day is coming up, so you're thinking ahead. You're forward thinking, okay, there's a holiday coming up. Maybe you don't have any holiday shirts in your account. You'll scroll down and you'll go, all right, well, this is a top-ranked design. People are buying this. It's pretty cool looking. It's 202,000 BSR best sellers rank. It's doing well, so it is selling. It's actively selling, so I like this product, okay? Very simple. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to create this. You guys can create something like that. Now, does that mean that you should go create a trippy shamrock like this? No, it doesn't. We're just trying to figure out, is this a niche that we want to enter? Because in order to hit that, 10, 15, 20,000 per month, not only are we going to have really good designs, but we're going to have really good niches where people are actively buying them. All right, here is another top-ranked design, 148 ratings. Can we create a design in this niche with a character like this? No, you can't. That should be pretty obvious. But notice what they've done. They've taken a character, they've put a dress on it with shamrocks. Okay, so that doesn't mean you can do a Mickey Mouse character, but you could draw anything you want. It could be any kind of animal you want wearing a shamrock dress. So, for example, off the top of my head, you could create something where a unicorn or a sloth or a horse or a dog. You could have different dog breeds wearing coats with shamrocks on them. Okay, so we're thinking to ourselves, how can we work our way into this niche without copying any intellectual property, without piggybacking on Disney, because that is definitely not allowed. But we're getting ideas right now, okay? Can we do this? It's the Shamrock, and look at those characters. I see a Yoda. I see a Stormtrooper. Actually, that's not a Stormtrooper, but you get the point. There's a little Darth Vader there. Can't do it. It's a Star Wars shirt, all right? Is this a Star Wars shirt? Yes, it is. But what do I get from this? The first thing I think of is, okay, that's a Stormtrooper helmet. But wait a minute, those are a bunch of shamrocks in the shape of a helmet. So you could do this with any type of design. You could put a dog on there, a sloth on there. You could put, a chef's hat on there with shamrocks on it. Okay, there we go. There's another niche that I got an idea from just from looking at this. So you're thinking to yourself, layout, all right? Now, interesting idea, but I'm looking at this, I see a lot, about 20,000 people are searching for shamrock shirts for women. However, how many times do you think that people search for shamrock shirts for women in, November? Okay, what about October? Probably not very many. So if you don't have the slots available, I probably would not go for a holiday coming up. Now, if you do have tons of slots available, by all means, take those ideas, start creating different designs and getting them up because you have the slots. But when it comes to making, a steady income, on print on demand, not just merch by Amazon. You really need to focus on evergreen designs. These are shirts that are going to sell today, tomorrow, next week, the month after, all year round. So we're going to skip this idea for now. We might come back to it. I do like it. We got some good ideas from there, but I think we will skip it for now. So let's keep going down and find something else that we can create around. See fishing shirts for men. Fishing shirts, very, very successful on merch. That's an evergreen design. People fish every single day of the year, okay, depending on where you are in the country. You have USA shirts for women. Now notice how these are not all just one phrase. They're not in all one niche. Okay, so let's open up a few of these and just take a look at them. Right here, this looks like, you know, bolts and different mechanic type things. Looking through 119 reviews, okay? Now notice this has no text on it, okay? They've keyworded their product so that it ranks for this keyword over here, USA shirts for women, right here, USA, okay, t-shirt, and it's in a women's size. You have to think about that. What is the customer searching for? What am I going to create? Now, is this shirt, this is a top-ranked shirt for the week. We can scroll down, we can look at the product details. It's doing well, okay? Now, is this shirt the same thing as this one? Absolutely not. This is a completely different niche, but they're going for the same type of keyword, same type of audience who is into USA. Again, they put USA in the title. Here's one about Bitcoin. Okay, so there's tons and tons and tons of different options. I'm going to go ahead and close these. Let's keep looking, though. Remember, we're just trying to come up with ideas. We're not keywording listings right now. We're seeing what sticks out and what ideas we can create in our mind that maybe we can add later. All right, Pi Day shirt. Okay, Pi Day. If anyone doesn't know what Pi Day is, 3.14, okay? The third month, the 14th day. We'll open these up, take a look. Okay. 100 days, y'all. Okay, that's a school one, but they probably mentioned pi in the actual keywords. So, another idea, 4th of July shirts. Again, another holiday coming out. Lots of holidays. Holidays are excellent for creating a really good amount of money in a short period of time if you can actually get it in front of the right audience. But what I'm looking for, just specifically for this video, is something that we can create that will sell all year round. Okay? Let's keep going down. We have black shirts for women, Big Brother shirt. Okay, so again, just notice this. Here's a leveled up shirt. Here's a best Big Brother ever. This is a good example. Is that hard to create? It's just text. So you guys can create text-based designs if you aren't designers to get your feet wet, and start ranking these things. Okay, so 85 reviews, $19.99. We'll scroll down to the product details. 204. Now think to yourself, when you're looking at these designs, like, what's the main element? Why does this pop out in search for people and make them interested in it? It's a Big Brother shirt, okay? So they put Best Big Brother in the title at the very beginning. The keyword they're looking for gets 15,000 searches a month, and the keyword is Big Brother shirt. So when a customer goes to Amazon and types that in, what do they see? They see the main design element. They made it a different color. Very smart of them. Main design element needs to stick out. It says Big Brother, okay? So that right there, I like that. Let me close these. I like this because it's simple, it's selling, and we have to think to yourself, okay, they made the Big Brother the main element. They've keyworded it pretty well because it's in the front of the title. How can we break into this niche? All right, so I want to take a look further at this niche. This might be an idea that we can come up with something unique, but this is a very big niche because it gets 15,000 searches a month. So what we're going to do, we're going to click on this little icon right here called the product search. This is going to bring up Merch Informer's product search, and it's going to give us more information. Okay, so we have loaded in the product search here. You'll see that it is automatically filled out with the keyword we were looking for. And you have categories over here on the right. Now, if you want to get to the product search, manually without going through the Niche Hunter. You can find it in the left-hand menu. But I've just gone ahead and clicked it from inside the Niche Hunter by clicking this button right here. So, gone ahead and opened it up. I'm going to look in the US marketplace. That's going to be the biggest marketplace on merch. Okay, when you're uploading these shirts, you can upload them anywhere you want. There's lots of different marketplaces. I'm going to keep it at the US because that's where we want to get the most sales from. Then the category, again, we're going to do merch by Amazon shirts. You can upload all these other ones. You can take a look at what's selling, but we're going to keep it strictly here. So Big Brother shirt, US marketplace, merch by Amazon. We're going to go ahead and click search. Now this can take a little bit because it's going to go out to Amazon and bring back all of this information on, hey, this is the keyword we're looking for. We want to look at what's selling in this niche and what we can gain from it to see, should we go into it? All right, so the results have come back, and right at the top here, you'll see, hey, it's loading more items in the background, but this is what it's brought back so far. You have keywords, you have the total results. It's not going to pull back every result from Merch by Amazon, but it is going to bring back the top 1,000 so we can look through them with an average BSR and a bunch of pricing information. Now, we will get to the pricing information, but what we're looking for right off the bat are a few things, okay? This is the product search. On the left-hand side, once you scroll down, you're going to see the best-selling designs ranked by their sales rank. So right off the bat, we know what's selling, what's getting in front of people. Do people like it? We can look at these reviews here and really figure out of the best-selling designs here, can we break into this niche? Is this something that we can do a better job at? Because if we see something like, like this right here. Pink or blue, Big Brother loves you, baby gender reveal party t-shirt. If we take a look at this niche, I'm just going to click it and open it. Can we create a better design or not? Or can we create a different design? We want to break into this niche, be unique. But if we don't stand a chance making a better design or a different design, it's one or the other here. Should we even bother? Okay, that's what we're trying to figure out. Back inside the product search, the first thing I notice from the top sellers are the reviews. Okay, I'm not even looking at the pricing yet. I see 56 reviews, 295 reviews, 9 reviews, 12 reviews, 11 reviews, 5 reviews. So what I'm noticing, here's the first one without one. What I'm noticing is that these get a lot of reviews. So I know right off the bat that they've sold a lot of times. Okay, we're trying to figure out, does this niche make sales? We pretty much established that just from the reviews. Then I'm going to look at the sales rank. I'm going to go, okay, this is a good sales rank. They're doing about 42 sales a month, 24 sales a month, 23 sales a month. So what does that tell us? Yes, this niche, the Big Brother niche, huge niche, right? Like, how are we going to break into that? We're not concerned about that yet. We're trying to figure out, does this sell? I think just from looking at this, we have determined that yes, these products sell, right? Ton of reviews, low sales rank. Ton of reviews, low sales rank. So yes, all this niche right here, selling very well. It looks like a lot of them are focused on gaming. Here's one, The Big Bro. Okay, The Big Brother. 20 reviews, it's selling. Here's the one we were just looking at, Best Big Brother Ever. 85 reviews, and it's selling. Okay, that's really good news. Now, what we need to do, we've determined that it is selling. This niche is selling, not just one shirt, not just another shirt. The whole niche seems to be selling from what I'm looking at here. They're all very low sales ranks. They all have reviews. They're priced all over the board. We're not even concerned about the pricing right now. Now we need to determine, do these things sell over time? Are these evergreen shirts? Okay, so maybe this shirt sold a single time and never sold again. I know that's not the case just because it has 85 reviews, but you think about this stuff, right? Okay. How do we figure out if this is an evergreen seller and sells over time? You come into the product search and you click this little button right here. It's going to show you the details of the shirt. All right, so it'll bring this little box up, and I look at this all the time. It's going to show you the title, the features, and the description to see if anything is trademarked. All right, so you can click on these, and it'll bring you over to the United States Patent and Trademark Office. But what I'm really concerned about is at the bottom here. So I want to come down and look at this. You're going to get 2 pieces of very crucial information here. One, you're going to understand the price. What did this seller do? Remember, this is just the text design that we were taking a look at. What did this seller do with the price? So you'll see back in November, they priced this at like $13.99. So they were pretty much making no profit from it. Then we're going to take a look at the sales rank. The lower the sales rank, the more it is selling. Okay, that's just the most simple way to put it. And every time you see the sales rank go down, so 520,000 down to 230, that's at least one sale. So every time you see a dip, it means they are making sales. So dip, dip. Notice all these dips. There's a lot of them throughout this graph. This shirt has sold consistently. Okay, consistently low BSR. Look at all these bottom ones, right? About 150, 200, 150, 180, 77,000. So it's sold consistently since November. So we know that this particular design is evergreen, and that might be something that we want to take a look at. Okay, so now let's just take a look at the price because I think this is super interesting. They started out really low, making almost no money. Okay, so when it comes to building up a print-on-demand business that makes a lot of money, playing around with your pricing can be very, very beneficial to get those sales coming in, get those initial reviews. Because I'm going to tell you guys, in order to make 10,000 plus a month, you have. I mean, there's no way around it. You have to sell lots of different shirts, and the way you do that is by getting sales velocity. And you can blow past everyone else by doing exactly what this seller did. They started low. They bumped their price up to about $15.99 from November 5th to about March. Okay, long time in here. Then they bumped it again, $17.98. Okay, they continued selling till about July. Then they flipped it up to $19.99. They kept it there. Looks like they played around with their pricing just a little bit, and they were like, maybe not, and then they put it back up. So something to keep in mind when you're looking at these shirts. But what we've determined here is that this shirt right here, best Big Brother ever. Very, very simple. Good design. People buy it. Evergreen shirt. So let's just take a look at a few other ones. How about the one at the very top? Let's take a look at that one. Leveled Up Big Bro estimated 2021. Notice what they're doing here. Big Bro and a gaming controller are the main elements of the design. So let's take a look at the details. Okay, so this shirt just taken off, no sales history data yet. So let's go down to the second one and take a look at the exact same thing. This one says Big Brother finally. Okay, fairly simple design here. Let's take a look. No sales history for this one either. So what this shows us is that these are just popping up. Okay, look at this pricing here, 13.07. So yeah, it's been selling for a while, but it may have fallen out because it wasn't selling that well to begin with. But what I want to focus on is that shirt we found right here. Okay, so we found a design that we know is an evergreen seller. It's very, very simple. It's in the Big Brother niche. Remember, we took a look at the niche hunter. We know people are searching Big Brother shirt about 15,000 per month. We're over here in the product search. We took a look. Okay, you can do a few other searches. You can do trademark checks. But what I want to do is I want to revisit this niche in a few. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save it. And remember when at the very beginning we started the favorites module here? We made a category specifically for us sitting down and doing this research. I'm just going to go ahead and save it. So click on the heart. It's going to say, hey, where do you want to save it? I'm going to save it to the seminar category, and I'm going to submit it. And there you go. It has successfully been added to our favorites. Now, just to show you what that looks like, if we go over to our favorites and we click on seminar, it'll have this right here for you that you can then download and take a look at later. So we're going to try to come up with a few more ideas, but I want to revisit this Big Brother niche here in a bit. Okay, you'll be able to see the product reviews, the ASIN, the title, so on and so forth. And if you want to switch the category around, you can click on this, but that is pretty much what I have been doing for the past few weeks, figuring out inside of the product search. Let's just go back to that real quick. Figuring out, taking a look at this information, figuring out, hey, what should I do here to make sure I'm finding stuff that's selling all the time? Now, if you guys noticed at the very top, something we haven't talked about is this competition score. Okay, so we redid the product search to show you all the information that you're used to over here on the left, but we also added this here. So you'll see the competition score is an F. So that means that ranking for Big Brother shirt is going to be difficult. It's going to be hard. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't jump into the niche, because remember, if we're just trying to rank for Big Brother shirt, yeah, we're going to have a hard time ranking. There's probably a lot of different things out there. So this is just at a glance, how hard is it to rank for that keyword? If you see an A, it means it's really easy. There's really not that much else out there that you're competing with. F, going to be very hard. So, it's A through F, just like you are used to from school. We're going to go into this a little bit later. Doesn't mean we shouldn't do it, because the techniques I like to use make sure that we come at it with a unique angle and get some search rankings for smaller keywords, and then build up to ranking for the big keyword, which is, again, Big Brother shirt. So we're going to come back to this, but I just want to point out that there are a bunch of different related keywords down here, okay, with search volume on the right. So those are other keywords that you want to take a look at if you want to keep digging inside of this Big Brother niche. Okay, so let's go to the Merch Hunter. This is going to be another way to come up with ideas that we can then validate and figure out, hey, what should we create here? So let's go to the Merch Hunter. So click on the Merch Hunter in the left-hand menu, and it is going to look like this. Now, you have keywords which are optional at the top. When you sit down and start looking through the Merch Hunter, I would recommend not putting in a keyword. We're just getting ideas here, okay? The Merch Hunter is designed to show you the best selling designs on Merch by Amazon on any given day. So the way I like to do this is I'll keep the marketplace as US, I'll keep the category as Merch by Amazon shirts, and I'll flip this best sellers up to about 500. So it's going to show us 500 results in this BSR range and this price range. I always like to crank this up to about 1 million, okay? It'll give us more shirts to look at. We're just coming up with ideas here. We can sort it by sales rank or reviews. I always keep it at sales rank for the most part when I'm doing my research. I'm just trying to come up with ideas here. We'll click on search and give it a second to bring back the results. All right, so the results are back, and this is what this page will look like. You'll have results data and keyword count here. You can do a drop down. Now, on the left-hand side, you're going to get just a screenshot of the best sellers on Amazon, and you'll see, look, we picked top 500 sellers. Here's the sales rank range that we're looking at. We're looking at pricing 0 to 100 right here with different pricing here. So you'll see out of the top 500 sellers, the average price is actually fairly high with an average BSR of like 22,000. And these are going to be the top keywords. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down and just start looking at this stuff. What we're doing is trying to figure out, what are people buying? Do we have any ideas that we can save and take a look at and figure out how do we break into these niches? Because when it comes to making all this money on Merch by Amazon, you can't just copy people. You have to figure out unique strategies in order to work your way in. Okay? So can we do a Yoda shirt? No, can't do a Yoda shirt. Can we do a Bills shirt? Football? Absolutely not. Not a good idea. All right, here is one right here. Valentine's Day is coming up. It says I Steal Hearts. It's got an awesome graphic in it. 140 ratings. Price really low, but look at this sales rank right here. Now you'll notice that in the Merch Hunter, there's going to be a sales rank, and there's going to be an average sales rank for the past 30 days. What does this tell you? This tells you that right now, this shirt is taking off because Valentine's Day is right around the corner. But if we're looking for evergreen sellers, always look for this, because this average sales rank for the past 30 days is going to show you how this shirt was doing over the span of about a month. Is it an evergreen seller? And you'll see that, yeah, it's not as low as this one, but it is selling very well. However, at the beginning, I said we are not going to be doing shirts that relate to holidays just because those sell, once per year. We're looking for evergreen designs, okay? So let's just keep scrolling down and see what else we have. More Valentine's things. We see, Chucks and Pearls 2021. Looking for evergreen things. Can we do football? No. No, you can't. So we're scrolling through. We're taking a look. We have right here. This is a good one. This is a ramen t-shirt. Okay, so people who are into ramen noodles or anime, they've combined two niches. Average sales rank for the past 30 days is under 20,000. Excellent niche. So again, we could click on the details button and see exactly how that t-shirt is doing. But, that might be a niche that we want to explore. We have, more I Steal Hearts, more stuff that we can't do. Okay, Buffalo Bills. Scrolling down. Now, what you'll notice is that since these are the best-selling designs, these are often going to be filled with the different shirts that are starting to rank for holidays, especially if you're looking at it right before a holiday occurs. Okay? What we're looking for is evergreen designs that we can take a look at and create. Okay, so we have a space design here. Pluto, never forget. I know this is overdone, but look at the design. What is the main element of the design? Right in the middle, you see Pluto, and you see the what used to be the planet. Okay, so that's the main element of the design. Really good, space related. I like it. You know what? Let's actually add that to our favorites because space might be something we want to take a look at. So we'll add it. There it is. It's inside of our favorites module. All right, we'll keep scrolling down, keep taking a look here. We got some Biden-Harris stuff, Valentine's Day shirts. Let's see here. I'm just looking for ideas of things that we could do. Biden won. Get over it, okay? Very, very simple design. Look at the average sales rank here, 30,000. Doing well. Okay. You know what? Let's take a look at this one again. Doing awesome, $17.99. Okay. Very low sales rank. I'm going to add this to my favorites. Okay, so I'm going to close a few of these windows out. I'm going to go ahead, add this to my favorites here, because what I'm going to do is, this is a political shirt. Politics is pretty much always in style. I'm going to see if we can create a shirt in this niche, okay? Maybe a simple shirt with some sort of saying on it that doesn't exist on Amazon. And then for the next 4 years, we'll be able to profit from that. Okay, so not the next month, the next 4 years. Politics can be very, very profitable on Merch by Amazon if you do it right. Okay, psychologist. Psychologist. Okay, there we go. Great design. Let's see, 2 of them are selling well here. Average sales rank past 30 days, not too great. Okay, this one a little bit better, but notice how these are the same design. I would not do that same design, but hey, could we work out a way to get into the cycling niche? And I like that idea. So you know what? I'm going to add it. We're going to take a look at that and see, can we go into this niche? Now, let me show you another way I like to use this module. All right, so something that I also like to do is we've set all the filters up here. Remember, we did top 500 US marketplace Merch by Amazon shirts with a sales rank, cranked it up, left everything else the same. And most people will come in here and look at, hey, what are the best selling designs? But they don't either get down, way down here into these type of products, or you can just go up here and click on, like the 3rd page. These aren't going to be the best selling products, but they're going to be products that sell consistently. That is what we are looking for, okay? So make sure when you're coming in here, you're looking at stuff that, yeah, you can fill this out and click on search, and everyone else is going to see these, but you want to dig a little bit deeper and go into the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th page to find different ideas, okay? So let's go over to our favorites module here and see what we've added. All right, so we are inside of the favorites module. Here is the seminar category that we've created, and here are the few different niches that we've found. Okay, so these are just broad niches. This doesn't mean we're going to copy these designs, and we're going to go over that in just 1 second. We have a Big Brother niche. How do we find this? We looked at the Niche Hunter. We saw people are searching for it. I think there's 15,000 people are looking for Big Brother shirts each month. Very good. We saw this Pluto niche. All right, taking a look at this, tons. Oh my God, over 1,000 ratings at 19.99. Now, should we go into the Pluto niche? I'm not sure. I'm thinking space might be, a good niche to explore. Space exploration. Space is big. You have big companies in the news all about going to Mars. So we're going to look at the space niche. Doesn't necessarily mean we're doing Pluto. We're just looking at the big overarching niches here. We have Big Brother. We have space. We have politics. Not necessarily Biden. Okay, there's politics at every single level of government. Okay, but here we go. Biden won. Get over it. Politics shirt and a cycling shirt. Psychologist. All of these were doing very well. Doesn't mean we're going to go necessarily into any of these. We just want to further take a look. Okay, now we have 4 ideas. Okay, we don't want to make this seminar like 48 hours long, so we have 4 ideas. We are going to cap it at that. Now, we need to sit back and we need to think to ourselves 2 things. How do we break into these niches? Okay, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Let's start with the Big Brother niche here. Okay. In order to do this, let's open up merchresearch.com. We're going to be using the inside of Merch Informer, and we're going to be using merchresearch.com right here. Now, what was the main keyword, okay? Big Brother shirt. Let's go ahead and search that and click on search. What Merch Research is going to do is you'll be able to enter a keyword for these marketplaces, for these products, click on search. It's just going to open up an Amazon window here, and you'll be able to see all the things that relate to Big Brother. Now, you'll notice a lot of these, Yoda, you can't do that. Super Mario can't do that. But you can scroll through here and start to get ideas of, all right, what is out there for Big Brother? You'll see there are tons of different designs out there, and look at them. They all have reviews on them. So we know that this is a good niche. We've already established that. What we need to figure out is how do we break into this niche with something unique, okay? Let's go back inside of Merch Informer. Let's go down to the Social Hunter. Now, I like to use this module all the time to figure out what should we sell on Amazon that is not already there. All right, so we're over here at the Social Hunter. You'll see there's 2 different search engines. There's Etsy and there's Pinterest. I use this to find ideas that are not on Merch by Amazon, but are in these massive niches. This niche right here, a Big Brother shirt. Huge niche, but everything you're probably thinking has already been done. How do we figure out what we can sell, what people like? I'm going to go ahead and type in Big Brother. And I'm going to click on search. Now we can search Etsy or we can search Pinterest. I'm going to search Pinterest because I'm just looking for ideas here. We'll enter in the keyword. We'll click search. This will take a few seconds to bring back, but then we're going to look through the results. So it's already brought back a bunch of different designs, ideas. Now notice, not all of these are going to be, because we're searching Pinterest, not all of these are going to be shirts or products you can sell on Merch by Amazon. We're just looking for things that we can create and cross-reference to Amazon to make sure it's not there. Okay, so we're going to come down here and we're going to see what sticks out to us. Okay, oh, for fox's sake, I'm going to be a Big Brother. Let's see. Nothing's sticking out yet. I'm just scrolling through, looking. I mean, notice, is this a shirt? Absolutely not. But it could be a place to get ideas. We got, Big Brother. We have some more Big Brother things. All right, I'm the Big Brother. Here's another fox's sake one. Let's see. Big Brother, my little eyes are watching. Because I'm the Big Brother, I'm sorry I wasn't better at it until now. That's an idea, okay? Let's see if we can find anything else here that sticks out that maybe isn't so much text. All right, right here. Bodyguard for my new baby sister. Let's take that and just pretend it says brother. Bodyguard for my baby brother. We can go to Merch Research. We can type in bodyguard, if I can spell, for my baby brother. Okay. Does this exist on a t-shirt on Amazon? I don't know. So we'll click on search. 14 results. 14 results. But look at what people have actually put in here. I see baby sister, little sister, little sister. This one doesn't say what we search for, bodyguard for my baby brother. Little sister, little sister, little sister, little sister. This one doesn't say what we search for. Big sister doesn't say what we search for. Bodyguard for my little brother. Okay, here's 1, 2, 3. Now, these are not very good. Okay, why? Because the main element of the design isn't popping out. Remember, the what we searched for inside of it was Big Brother shirt. Okay, so this is an idea right here. I like it because all of these say little sister, and these are just not very good. But what I'll do is I'll be like, okay, this right here, look, it got 3 repins. So we know that people like this type of content because on Pinterest, they can repin that to their boards and share it with their followers. So right there, we have an idea. Bodyguard for my new baby brother. And it's for it's a Big Brother design, okay? So how do we save that, right? How do we save that? I'm going to just go over in the left-hand menu to Notes. We're going to click on Notes. We're going to click Add a New Note. And we're going to do Bodyguard for my new baby brother. And I'm going to say this is a Big Brother shirt design, okay? We're just going to go Ideas and save it. Now, if you go over to Notes, now we will be able to see, hey, this is what we're going to create in the future. I think it's a good design, and since it's a text-based design, really easy to show off how this stuff works. Okay, so let's go back to our favorites. Let's go to the seminar, and right here, Pluto. Now, should we look at Pluto? No, we should not. Let's find a space-related design. Okay, so let's go back to the Social Hunter. Pinterest, funny space. I like to put sometimes funny in here. It makes for sometimes some good results. We'll see what comes back here. Way too much text. Way too much text. Give me space. That probably exists all over Amazon, but let's check, okay? Merchresearch.com, give me space. 116 results, okay? Give me space, give me some space. So a lot of that. I don't want to compete against that many people. I'm looking for unique things that we can create. So we're going to go ahead and close some of that. Let's see, what else? What else can we find? More give me space. Let's see. No, not space related. Not space related. Not space related. Remember, I'm just going through, I'm taking a look. Is there anything that pops out to me here? Not really. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to scroll to the top, and I'm going to change the keyword. So, funny planet. Okay, because Pluto used to be a planet. I don't think it is considered one anymore. We're searching Pinterest. Give it a few seconds. Okay. What else do we have here? I'm not seeing anything that's popping out to me. Notice how fast here we go. Back in my day, we had 9 planets. Now, I know that's been overdone. If we search for that on Merch Research, you'll see a ton of different shirts. But if this popped out, it'd be something that you'd want to check, okay? Scrolling down here. I'm just looking for... You're not the dumbest person on the planet, but you sure better hope he doesn't die. I don't know what that's from, so if you don't know what something's from, you either want to look it up, or don't do it, okay? Very, very simple. Keep going down. We'll see. A friend of mine who's, nope, not related to space. Okay, here's one. This one sticks out. This is a shirt, but this is an Amazon shirt. Okay, so it used to at least exist on Amazon. These are actually clickable links. We can click this. See, hey, yep, this is a Merch by Amazon shirt. I'm just curious, is it selling? We'll go down to the product details. Not very well, but it has sold, okay? We'll go back inside of the social hunter. We're just looking. What can we figure out would be a good saying on a shirt about planets? Okay, right here. This is another Amazon shirt. Flat Mars Society. It's making fun of Flat Earth Society. Let's just check it out. See how it's doing. 1999. Scroll down to the product details. Hasn't sold. Okay, but notice what they're doing here. Why are Amazon merch shirts showing up on Pinterest? These people are marketing their products. Okay, they're marketing their products. We got some more Flat Mars things. Flat Mars Society, okay. This astrophysicist needs some space, so they're doing a play on that needs some space. And I'm not really seeing anything right now. And this happens. This happens all the time when you're doing research, because I said I didn't want to prepare anything for the research so you guys would see the actual process. You're seeing that right here. I'm not seeing anything that I think would be a good idea. Let's see. Okay. Shut up, I feel gassy. Jupiter. Okay, so let's check that out. That right here, this huge little poster, I'm seeing ideas all over the place. Okay? We're hot, Venus or Mercury. Mom, Jupiter. Okay, so right here, shut up, I feel gassy. Let's see if that exists on merch by Amazon. Merchresearch.com, shut up, I feel gassy. That's all we're going to search. We're just going to search the phrase, see if it exists. 36 results. This one says, shut up, I'm doing game changer. I don't know if that makes sense in the English language, but notice. Don't see anything. I don't see anything. The social distance has nothing to do with it. So Amazon is coming up with, they're really kind of pulling its strings here, and they're guessing what we want to see. So that looks like it might be a good result. Let's just add Jupiter to the end of that. 43 results. But if you actually look at the results, none of them are what we just found. Not one. Do you see a single one here about Jupiter the planet? No, you don't. So I am just going to get rid of this and say, hey, how many Jupiter designs are out there? Okay, not very many. Here's one. Here's one. And notice it has 11 reviews. So let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at it. Right now we're coming up. So we have an idea. We have an idea. We found out that, hey, planet shirts are popular. We were looking for a funny phrase, some sort of spin that we could put on a planet shirt, get it on Amazon, that would sell year-round. Here is a Jupiter shirt. Okay, it just says Jupiter. Got 11 reviews. Price middle of the road. Solar system shirt. Jupiter shirt for those who love Jupiter, and for astronomy fans who love learning about stars, planets, and space. Okay? Very simple. Very simple. So this shirt is selling. We can scroll down here. We'll notice, hey, you know, it's not selling that badly. It's doing pretty well. It's doing pretty well. It's selling organically. It's selling consistently. 11 reviews. Price middle of the road. So all of a sudden, you should be sitting back and going, look at what we've just done. Okay? Shut up. I feel gassy. It's a joke shirt. We're taking comedy. We're mixing it with people who like space, planets. Okay, Jupiter is a planet here. So I'm going to go ahead and put that into our notes. Now I'm going to go ahead and edit this note. Shut up. I feel gassy. Jupiter. And that is going to be a what type of design? It's going to be a space design / planet. I'm going to go ahead and save that. Okay? So that is that right there. What we just did is that we found that Jupiter design. Or excuse me, we found the design with Pluto. We went to ourselves, you know what? If you just come over here and you type in Pluto. Okay, let's see if I can spell P-U. There we go. Pluto. Lot of results. Okay, right now you're getting Pluto, the character, and not the planet. Okay, but you can come down here, you can click on like the third page. All of a sudden there's tons of results. Okay, never forget Pluto, never forget Pluto. Very, very overdone. So what we did is we said, hey, this niche gets a ton of results. It gets a ton of searches. People want to buy stuff in the overarching niche of space. We said, how do we break in? How do we break into this niche that can sell every single day, year round? Came over here, we said, we got an idea, right? We have this idea right here, space. We know that it sells, but we don't want to copy anyone else because that's not how we make money. So we took that idea, we started looking at the social hunter. Okay, we started doing research off Amazon. We cross-referenced it with merch research, and we said there's really not much up on Amazon. What can we do to be different? Okay, and we found out that, hey, Jupiter shirts by themselves are selling, so we throw in a comedic aspect. Boom. Okay, we have an idea. We know we can sell it. So I would go through those different things for each of these designs. So we did this one. Okay, we validated this niche by taking a look at what was out there, what was selling, are the evergreen designs. We validated this niche by looking, hey, we know that it sells. We took a look on Amazon. And then we said, how do we break into this niche? You'd want to do that for every single shirt you have and come up with unique ideas, okay? So, now that we have these ideas, we need to actually create some product. Now we need to talk about design. So creating what customers will actually buy, right? Because that is the name of the game. You can do all the research you want, but if you don't create designs that people want to purchase, you will never sell anything, and that is not what we want to do. So let me close out some of these tabs. Okay, we have our idea over here in the notes section. We have our two ideas here. Bodyguard for my new baby brother, Big Brother design, and then Shut Up, I Feel Gassy, Jupiter. It's a space design with planets. So let's go ahead and actually take a look at the Merchant Former Designer, which you can get in the top menu, or if you have a smaller screen, it's going to be way over here. It's a little bit off my screen under the menu in the upper right-hand corner. So go ahead and click that, and we're going to go ahead and log in here. And here is the inside of the Merchant Former Designer. Now, I am not a designer by trade, okay? I can barely use Photoshop, so we created this online designer that's based on just dragging and dropping. It's going to allow you to do all the products that Merch by Amazon offers, but I'm just going to do a t-shirt for simple example purposes. So I'm going to get rid of this test. And this is what it's going to look like, okay? So you're going to start off with just a product mock-up here, just so we can see how it'll look. You can change the mock-up over here, but I typically will start with a black shirt. Now, going back inside a Merchant Former, let's just start with this one. Bodyguard for my new baby brother. Big Brother shirt design. So remember that people were searching for Big Brother shirt on Amazon. This is the text we're going to use. Bodyguard for my new baby brother. Now, in the favorites, what do we notice was doing really well? Text right here, okay? Big, bold text. So when it comes to design, you want to focus on two things. One, your design needs to be big. I've seen so many people who create these awesome designs, but they're tiny. They're not readable. And when you're in the search results, if we just go back here and look at this, if someone comes to Amazon, types in, you know what, let's just go to Amazon proper. Let's type in funny shirt. This is what they're going to do. They're going to search, and then they're going to do this. Notice how fast I'm scrolling. You have a split second to catch their eye. So number one, when you are creating these designs, it needs to be big. The design needs to be big on the shirt. Number two, when you're creating these designs, you need to make sure that the main element, the thing that you want to stick out, is front and center on the design. And in this case, Big Brother or brother, okay? Let's go back down to our notes. Bodyguard for my new baby brother. Now let's just create a text-based design so I can show off the designer and how it works. So here's the designer. I'm just going to add some text. Now we have all these text options here. All of these text options here. We can load all of these fonts. Now these fonts right here are Google fonts, so they are free for commercial use. Now we can add any one we want. Let's just find something that looks decent. This one looks pretty good. But I want something big, and I want something bold. All right, so let's see. Sans serif. No, I think that's I think we want serif fonts. Ultra. Okay, that's not bad. So let's go ahead and add that. So we just click the plus. It adds it to over here. And as you'll see when we close out, it's right here. So we can click on any of these texts that we add. And we can just type in, let's do all caps, bodyguard. Okay, you can do the font size, boom, 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 letter spacing. Okay, maybe I'll make it a little bit bigger, line height. We're not going to mess with that. I'm just going to make this the very top. Okay, now does that look very good? No, you got to change the fill option here. So up in the upper right hand corner, once it's selected, you can come up here and add any color you want, but I'm just going to make this white. The color already exists, clearly. Okay, so it's white, all right? Bodyguard, very simple. I can make it very large. There we go, bodyguard. Let's do the same thing. You can double click this, or you can select it, and up here in the upper top menu, click edit text for my, okay, boom. I'm gonna make that white as well. Now I'm going to turn on auto snap. Okay, auto snap's going to allow these lines to show up so I can actually get it in the right spot. Bodyguard for my, what were we going to do? For my new baby brother. Okay, for my, I'm just going to copy this so it's the same font size. Okay, new. I can do that. Boom. Right, we're just getting these things. Bodyguard for my new, and we're gonna do baby. A little bigger. Brother. Okay, so notice how we're just getting it inside the lines. Okay, now, what is the main purpose of this design? Okay, bodyguard for my new baby brother. The main purpose of this design, we need something to stick out. Baby brother, because this is a big brother design. Notice what we're doing. So the design itself is going to say bodyguard for my new baby brother, but this is a shirt for big brothers. So if you are a big brother and you're wearing a shirt about your baby brother, that should be what sticks out. So inside of the designer, we're going to make this stick out a little bit. What colors should we do? Now notice how it's changing there. We could do, pop this up, boom. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I don't know. Maybe we can go with something like that. Which was, what color was that? So you can copy these fill options. Put them in like that. There we go. We can make it not transparent. I like to keep it all the way up. Bodyguard for my new baby brother. Let's put this on a different colored shirt. I'm really not liking that, so I'm going to go back to this. I'm going to not have any stroke. No stroke here. Okay, so something like that, right? Very, very simple. I think I might have got my spacing off a little bit, so move that up, move that up, that up. There we go. Okay. Or down, move it down. Very, very simple. This isn't really hard. Now, something that you could do, this is just a text-based design, nothing too out of the ordinary. We could mask some of this if we wanted to. Now, the way a mask works is you can upload any image you want. I'm just going to show you what this looks like, and then I'm going to remove it. But if you wanted to change this text and have it, maybe a pattern or a background or something like that, you could upload a mask, and this is just a beach. I'll show you how this works, okay? You click on the mask. Like, you know what? I really want the bodyguard part to be part of this beach. So you put it over the text, or over the layer or whatever you're creating. You click apply. There you go. Bodyguard for my new baby brother. Okay? Super, super simple. Now, and you know what? Maybe I'll keep it like that just for example purposes. If you are doing this for real, I'd spend some time creating a design that looks really good. I typically don't do just text-based designs, but I did want to show off how to do this kind of thing, okay? So we will go and we will delete the mask. So there it is. It's gone. Bodyguard for my new baby brother. Very, very simple, okay? So we're going to go ahead and download that design. So click on download at the very top. And if I open this, you'll see that, well, it's all white because it's on my computer, but this will upload properly to Merch by Amazon. Now, something else that we want to keep in mind here is how do we scale this out for different niches that we've done our research for? Something I like to do is, I know people don't like scaling out designs, but listen to this tip here, okay? Very important. What I will do is I will scale out a design like this. Okay, typically I would have actual, graphics in here. But what I would do is I'd come up with something that I could change out. So instead of bodyguard for my new baby brother, it could say bodyguard for my new sister, for my new pet iguana, for my new dog. Okay, I'd throw up a ton of that stuff. I'd monitor it for about 1 to 3 weeks, maybe. It's always usually under a month. I'd see, did any of it make sales? If none of it made sales, take it down, right? You don't want to be clogging up the catalog. But if they did make sales, all of a sudden, hey, those are more niches to explore, dig deeper in. So how do we do that, right? How do we do that? Remember, if you're going to scale designs, make sure to do your research first. Scale the design out, put them up on Merch by Amazon, monitor them. If they don't sell, get rid of them. Okay, you don't want to be clogging up your catalog. So how do we do that? So the easiest way to do that is through a tool in the designer right here called text variants. Okay, so you can click this. It's going to say upload a CSV or TXT file with text variants 1 per line and click download. Okay, so let's go ahead and show you how that works. So let's go ahead and open up a spreadsheet here. And now I'm just going to type in different lines. What do we want to fill this out with? Remember, we're in here. We can get rid of this line. And it'll say bodyguard for my new X. And in this case, it says baby right now, but let's just do pets, okay? For my new dog, cat. Actually, let's do all caps. All caps. Dog, cat. What else should we put in there? Dog, cat, lizard, maybe? Okay, so we're just experimenting. We'll go to File, we will go to Download, and we will go to CSV right here. So, gone ahead and downloaded this. Give me 1 second, and I will upload it to the designer. So all you do is you'll go back into the designer. You will click this button, and then you click Upload Variant. So give me 1 second, and I will do that. All right, so I have gone ahead and I have uploaded the variants here. Okay, so you'll see here they are, dog, cat, and lizard. And now what you'd want to do now is you'll go to download, and it's going to pop up and say, hey, you have text with content variants. It's going to generate this many designs. In this case, it's 3 because I uploaded 3 different lines. We're going to go ahead and click OK. And now it's going to go through the process. Look in the background what's happening. It's downloading 1 of 3. And it's going to add in, there we go. It just added in the second keyword. 2 of 3. It's going to move on to lizard. There you go. Boom. It's adding the second one. So you're going to download all of these designs, as you'll see in one moment here. Here it is. We'll download this. So it's downloaded in a folder on my computer. And let me just bring that over so you guys can see it. It's going to look just like this. All 3 of these files are ready to upload to Merch by Amazon. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. So you can use this, create a ton of designs, upload them. But I'm telling you, if you guys want to make a bunch of money on print on demand, don't just upload them and forget about them. Upload them. If any of them sell, awesome. Focus a little harder on those niches. But if they don't, get rid of them. Okay? That is the mistake people make when it comes to uploading scaled designs. They don't focus on monitoring, getting rid of them. That's just a little bit about how to create Very, very, very simple designs inside of the designer. Okay, so you have mask, you can upload effects, you have different layers over here. Okay, shapes, so on and so forth. I like to use this with text, but uploading my own illustrations over here. Now, some of these illustrations are from inside of Merchant Form. If you guys have a pro account, you can get a ton of different graphics. There's 100 in each one of these packs. Okay, and we've been doing this for a little over a year, looks like. Yep, since November of 2019. You can take these. Okay, one final thing before we move on to keywording is you can take these products here. Okay, let me just get rid of what we have created here. And you can upload them. So here's an example. Here's a cow. Okay, very simple cow. I uploaded it in the images tab. Just dragged and dropped it. This is an SVG file. These are vectors. So what does that mean for us? It means we can edit them. So once you select the layer here, so here's a cow, come up to the top menu, click on this, or click on the advanced SVG editor. And you'll be able to see, okay, this is the cow. What if I wanted like a really trippy looking cow? I change all these colors. You can click it. You can click the fill option, and you can say, you know what, I want that to be blue. I can click this one, click the fill option, and say, you know what, I want this one to be pink. And this one, I mean, same thing. Over and over again, you can change these cows so they look like insane. Any kind of vector, you can come in here and do this. Save, boom, there's your trippy looking cow. Create brand new designs with this stuff. So the designer itself, very powerful. Spend the time going through here, learning how to do it, and you can create designs very, very quickly. Okay, so let's actually go over, now that we have done that, we've gone through, we've researched. Okay, let's just recap what we've done so far. Head over to the favorites. We created a category. We did some research. We found, hey, Big Brother stuff sells really well. Hey, we found that, planet stuff, space exploration, that stuff does really, really well. Biden won. So not Biden shirts, politics shirts. You're looking at the big niches here. Politics shirts sell well. Cycling shirts sell well. So we found 4 big niches. After that, what we did a few different techniques to figure out how do we break into these niches. Okay, we looked at the social hunter over here. We typed in a keyword. We looked for ideas, and then we cross-referenced them with merch research. Okay, we created some ideas. Now, I'm not spending super big amount of time on the creation ideas, because what I will typically do is I will go to Upwork.com, get someone to create me images themselves, and then I will add the text to them. So if you guys go to the Merchant Form website, you go to the blog. Let me just show you real quick. You search for Upwork, okay? Go over there, search for Upwork, and you are going to use, let's see, how to use Upwork to outsource and scale your merch business. Click on that. It's going to be this article. Read through this in order to find someone that you can pay if you aren't a graphic artist, okay, and you want to sell a ton of merch. You need to have great designs. Now, creating your own designs up front, awesome. But once you've created a little bit of income, I would highly recommend you guys read through this article. Have designers create design elements. So not the entire design, right? If we're doing a Big Brother design that we found inside of here, remember? Right here, we're doing a Big Brother design. We created our own. What I would do is I would outsource the creation of a graphic, maybe a Big Brother, and then I would bring that graphic inside of the Merchant Form designer to create a very unique product with a graphic element. I would add the text, but I would pay someone else to create the graphic element, and boom, you have a unique shirt that also looks awesome, okay? Looks are a big part of this business, so make sure you can pinpoint, hey, what makes a good design? What would this look good at? Keep in mind, main element of the design. You want the main element to stick out. Okay, I think that we have recapped that so far here, so let's close a few of these tabs. We are in here. Now we need to talk about keywording, okay? Getting in front of the right audience, super important, okay? Let's keyword a Best Big Brother Ever shirt, okay? We're not doing a Best Big Brother Ever. Remember the design we did said, we put this in our notes, bodyguard for my new baby brother, Big Brother shirt design. What I'll do when I'm keywording designs is I'll typically open up a notepad, or I will use this notepad right here. But let's go back and look at what we've done. So we'll go to the keyword cloud. We'll go to the niche hunter. Okay. We are going to crank this to 100. But I don't remember where that Big Brother is, so we can use the search function in the right-hand corner. We'll type in Big Brother. Okay, Big Brother shirt. Now, why did I do this? These are the top-ranked products for the week for this keyword that gets thousands of searches a month. Right off the bat, I want to see why these guys are ranking. So, I'm going to open them up. Okay, I'm going to open them up. I've opened all these Amazon tabs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next, okay, I'm going to open up that product search again. I want to see what all of these keywords are showing me. So we're going to let this load in for 1 second, and then we will be able to see over here on the right, once this is fully loaded, here we go, okay? We have a competition score. Doesn't matter. We came up with a unique idea that doesn't really exist on Amazon. So we have this little idea, and we're going to get it into this big mammoth of a niche, and then we're going to try to rank it, okay? So keywords on the right. If you guys can see this, let me make this a little smaller here. You'll see there's search volume here, okay? Search volume for all these different keywords. So that we want to be able to look at this page too. So let me just go ahead and make that full screen. I'm going to open up a notepad just so you guys can see both screens at the same time. Okay, so we're going to go to the first one. You see, here's my little notepad. I'll make it a little smaller. Okay, here's my notepad. We got an untitled notepad here. And what we want to do is, here are the 5 best-selling designs for the week. Our job is, they are in the position that we want to be in, right? How do we get in that same position? We find out what keywords they are using. So let's look at their title to start off with. I leveled up to Big Brother. Okay, so we put Big Brother is in the title. So we're going to go ahead and put this in here. Big Brother. Okay, it says estimated 2021 promoted to Big Bro t-shirt. Okay, so Big Bro. We got Big Brother. We have Big Bro. They add t-shirt to the very end. Merch by Amazon does that for us, so we don't need to add that. Let's look at their bullet points next. It says leveling up to Big Bro 2021 gift idea, video game design gift, pregnancy announcement costume, baby gender reveal gift. Now, think to yourself. You have to think, what is the audience we are targeting? We're targeting Big Brother shirt, okay? Which is why Big Brother is going to be the main keyword we're looking for. So none of these really are related to what we're going to be uploading. Let's see. I'm going to be a Big Brother design promoted to Big Brother funny brother gift, okay? That's a keyword. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to put it in here. Let's see. For Big Brother gift for men, new brothers, or new brothers. New brothers. That's a keyword, okay? Because new brothers, if you're having a child and then you're going to be a new brother, okay? We have Big Brother. So a lot of repetition here, but when we create our own bullet points, we're not going to do that. So, okay. We've pretty much cherry-picked what we can from this design listing. Moving on. Big Bro. Do we have that? Yes, we do. Yes, we do have that. So, not needed. Okay. New Brother. Do we have that? New Brothers. Okay. Yes, we do. Notice. Are you starting to notice that the shirts in the position that you want to be in are using the same keywords? That is why we do this. Okay. So, we look through their title. Let's look at their bullets. I leveled up to Big Brother. Gamer, new brother, okay, new brother, we've already used that one. Fun sibling, okay? Let's put that in there. That might be something we should take a look at. Gamer t-shirt for your son, nice gift for your son, nephew, blah, 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 blah. I'm not seeing any keywords in here for brothers. Have a new brother. Hey, look at that. The same keyword again. We have new older brother, okay? I'm going to put that in here because what is an older brother? New older brother. Coming back here, we're looking at a big brother. So if you're an older brother, you're clearly the big one. Notice how they're using keywords that essentially mean the same thing, but they're a little bit different. Very, very important. Okay, we've gone through this listing. We've pulled their keywords. Awesome. Let's look at this one. We're probably going to start seeing more and more repetition. Big brother. Yes, we've used that. Big bro. Yes, we've used that. Leveling up to big bro. Yes, we've used that. Okay? This one is using the exact same keywords as that other shirt that we just looked at, so we've already cherry-picked those keywords. Big bro brother announcement. Okay? We've got all these keywords already. Leveling up. Yep. Cool and funny big brother graphic. Okay. Awesome. We've already used those keywords. Here's the one that we initially found. Best big brother ever. That's exactly what's on the design. Okay? Older sibling. Older sibling. So, do we have that? No, we don't. A sibling is just another way to say brother or sister. So we'll put older sibling in there. Awesome. Notice how they're using the main keywords in the title. Best big brother bro older sibling. Main keywords they want to rank for. Why? Because big brother shirt is what people are searching for. Big brother shirt. It's in the title. Okay, very important. Best big brother ever design. Perfect gift present for a younger sibling. Okay, we don't have younger sibling, but we might be able to fit that in there. So I'm going to put, we have older sibling. Now we have younger sibling. Okay, so on and so forth. Okay, we've already got those. So we're going to go back to the product search. We're going to scroll down. We're going to start looking at related keywords. Okay, big brother. Do we have that? Yes. Big brother shirt for toddler. Possibly. But I don't know. Is this going to be for a toddler design or is this going to be for all baby brothers? Big brother, little brother shirts. Funny, people are searching for this, okay? So I'm going to put in toddler in here. I'm going to put in, let's see, what else am I seeing here? Big brother dog bandana. No, we're not doing that, right? So we're looking biggest big brother gifts. Okay, do we have that? We have brother gift. Okay, so yes, we kind of have that keyword in there too. Biggest big brother. Big sister, little brother. Not doing that, but it does get searches per month, which is awesome. Okay, I'm a big brother. Okay, so what we've done here, we have some keywords. Okay, we have some keywords. We pulled them from the product search over here. Now, if you want it, whoa, it's a little bit of lag there. If you want to see these related keywords for, a keyword, you can come over here to the keyword finder and click on search. Okay, so you can come in here and type in Big Brother, click on search. I have this set to Amazon US, and you'll see all of this with the Amazon search volume, the Google search volume, the CPC, the competition. If you were to run ads, tons of different keywords in here, okay? So if you want to look at this individually, or if you want to do what we were just doing, you would look at it in the product search because you're comparing different shirts that are already ranking. All right, so now we need to actually put this all together. We've looked at the top ranked shirts. We've noticed a few things. They're using the same keywords. The same keywords. All the top ranked shirts are using the same keywords. Who would have thought? Now, we've also noticed that they're front loading their listing. They're using the main keywords they want to rank for in their title. Very important. Okay? We also went through and we picked out all the keywords from the bullets, and we went inside of Merchant Former in the product search over here, and we picked out the keywords on the right-hand side once they've loaded in. Now, let's create the actual listing, okay? So they've loaded in here. You'll see the competition score. Again, we're kind of ignoring that right now because we know we have a unique idea. We're not using the main keyword to rank. So we've done all that. We have our little sheet here. Let's create a listing. Now, I recommend that you guys create these listings inside of a CSV file. Okay? Why should you do that? Now, in order to make a CSV file, Google Sheets. It's completely free, and I highly recommend you put all of your designs in a Google Sheets. That's going to allow you to not only reference them, but we're going to get to using this sheet to expand your reach and make a ton more money. Okay, so let's fill out this sheet right now. We need a few things for Merch by Amazon, right? We need a title. We need a brand. We need a bullet point 1. We need a bullet point 2. We need a description. And I always like to put a spot for the design itself. Design file. All right, so I just put that across the top so that we know what is what. All right, so just so you guys know, I'm going to go ahead and add this to a design inside of Merch by Amazon, just so you guys remember what it looks like. So give me 1 second. I'm going to pull that up. All right, so as you see, this is the design that we created. Very simple, very simple. If I were you guys, I would definitely spend a little bit more time than what I did on this design. This is just for example purposes. Again, remember that I usually outsource actual graphics and then add my own text so that the graphic element is the main element of the design. But for example purposes, this will work as bodyguard for my new baby brother. Now, you can come in and fill out the title, the brand, the bullet points, everything directly on Merch by Amazon. I know that's what most people will do. However, I'm highly recommending, again, that you do this in a Google spreadsheet, because if you do, I promise you, you'll be able to use this sheet to expand your merch business much faster than if you just put it directly inside of Merch by Amazon. So again, this is what the design looks like. Bodyguard for my new baby brother, okay? And we are going to go back, take a look at this, okay? What was the main keyword we searched for? It was Big Brother shirt. That is what we want to rank for, okay? Big Brother shirt. So how are we going to do this? First, we need a title. Bodyguard for my new baby brother. Big Brother. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make this title, so Big Brother. That's what I'm going to do right there. Bodyguard for my... You know what? Let's just make these all caps. Okay, bodyguard for my new baby brother. Now, why did I put Big Brother at the end? Okay, let's make this bigger so you guys can see it. Why did I put Big Brother at the end? I put Big Brother at the end because Amazon's automatically going to add t-shirt at the end of it. So when I put it on Merch by Amazon, if I just copy this and I put it down here in the title, this is going to end up bodyguard for my new baby brother, Big Brother t-shirt. Okay, right here. Look at this right here. This is exactly why I did that, because they're going to add Big Brother t-shirt at the end, and that's exactly what 15,000 people a month are searching for. You don't always want to put what is on the actual shirt here. Sometimes you want to put keywords that we found. Again, these are the keywords we found. Okay, so we use baby brother. We use Big Brother right there. Why do we do that? Because that's one of the keywords, again, but it's also what people are searching for. Okay, so we have that in our spreadsheet. Next, we need a brand. So for the brand, I'm going to come up with something that's brandable. I don't recommend stuffing this with a bunch of keywords if it doesn't make sense. You want something that sounds like an actual business. So I might do siblings and co. Now, siblings and company, right? Like, sounds easy enough. So we can take that, come over here, Merch by Amazon, pop it in the brand, okay? Siblings and company. So we've got our title. Easy title. We're not filling every single character. We have a brand. We're not filling every single character. Now we have our bullet points. Okay, so back to the Google Sheets. Let's make this a little bit bigger. We need a bullet point number 1. Okay, now again, let's take a look at these keywords. We use Big Brother. Okay, we use that. Did we use anything else? We use baby brother, but I don't see anything like that. So we need a bullet point. We need to say, you know, what's on the shirt or who is it for, and we need to sell them on the actual design. So I'm going to move this off the screen. Take a look at this. Okay, we have brother gift, new brothers, fun sibling, new older brother. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to say something like, if you just became a new older brother to a younger sibling, show them you love them with this big bro design. Okay, simple. Notice what I did. Okay, if you became a new older brother, we have new older brother right here. Move that off the list. To a younger sibling, we have that on the list. Get that off the list, okay? Show them you love them with this big bro design. We're not putting t-shirt here because this is going to be uploaded to multiple products. We got big bro here. Okay? We just cranked off 3 keywords and it's in a readable format. That's something you want to do. Make sure it's a readable format. Read it out loud to yourself, just like this. If you just became a new older brother to a younger sibling, show them you love them with this big bro design. Notice I'm not stumbling over my words and it's not a bad experience when I'm reading it to myself. That's what you guys want to do. Okay. We have a few more keywords left. I don't need to use all of them. Okay? So bullet point 2. Let's okay. Let's start filling this out. All right, so the first bullet point we have, second bullet point, protect your sibling. Let's not do that. Let's say, as an older sibling, you know it is your job to protect your family. Yeah, let's do that. As an older sibling, you know it's your job to protect your family. What else? Remember the design over here. Bodyguard for my new baby brother. Okay, we'll come back here. As an older sibling, you know it's your job to protect your family. So show everyone you are the bodyguard and buy this design as a brother gift today. Notice how that's readable, okay? So let's bring this back over here. What do we get out of the way? As an older sibling, you know it's your job to protect your family. So show everyone you are the bodyguard and buy this design as a brother gift today. Got rid of brother gift. We have new brothers kind of when we said new older brother, so we'll just go ahead and get rid of that. And we got older sibling. So we didn't use fun sibling, we didn't use toddler, but you know what? That's okay. That's okay. We got keywords in here. They're all readable. And let's see. So title, brand, bullet point 1, bullet point 2. Now we just have the description. What I do for the description, because the description itself doesn't help you rank, I just copy the bullet points. Okay. Notice what I'm doing. I'm copying the bullet points. I'm throwing them in the description. There's the description. Same thing as the 2 bullets. Very simple. Very simple. And then we have a design file. I can actually go to my computer. Okay, I'm going to, give me 1 second. I'm going to rename this. So we'll say bodyguard design. I'll right click it. I'll click on properties. Actually, let me just show you guys so you can see what's going on here. So here's the design itself. Okay, you'll see it's on my computer. If you shift right click, you can go to copy as path. Okay, I'll come over here. I will paste it in there. And all I have to do is remove the quotation marks. And this is exactly where it is on my computer. Okay, so awesome. I have that done. It is completed. Now what I would do is I'd go over and I would upload those to Merch by Amazon. You see I've already started. Now you can come over here and you can do this. You can copy and paste from this and put it in here for every market. Huge, huge pain. It takes forever to do that. I would not recommend doing that, okay? What I would recommend doing is inside of your Merch Informer account, okay? Come up to the very top. You'll see Merch Informer Lister. Again, if your screen is small, you're going to see this all the way in the upper right-hand corner menu. Click on that. It's going to bring you to the Chrome Web Store. Okay, a lot of people use this. A lot of people like it. It's very, very easy to use. I'm going to show you how to do that right now, okay? This is how people upload thousands of shirts per day without sitting there for 15 hours. So go ahead and install that, and then once it's installed, in the upper right-hand corner menu of Chrome, not inside a Merchant Former, you're going to click on the Merchant Former lister, and this is what you're going to see, okay? You'll have profiles, keyword spinner, import, export, and some settings. Now, what this tool does is it allows you to hotkey all of that information to one key on your keyboard so that when you go to merch, you can easily fill this out. So let me show you how this works. Click on Add Profile. It's going to have all of this information. Let's say we don't want to do Japan. For this example, let's not do Japan, but we want to do everything else. And you can come in here and you can set prices for everything. So if you want to do a standard t-shirt, it's say $17.99, and you want it in the UK at $18.99, you can do that. For example purposes, don't do what I'm doing, but I'm going to do like a $39.99. And I'm just going to copy it just so you guys can see. You can change the pricing of all of this, but I just want you to see how this process works. Okay. Notice there is a lot to do here. Now, why am I running through this? Because you can reuse this profile over and over again. So it's not like you have to fill this out every single time. Trust me, you do not want to do that. Okay, so I've got all the prices filled out. Let's say you took the time to actually put actual prices in here, for each different product that you'd want to sell. I didn't do that because we're trying to get through all of the content in today's seminar, but when you do this, make sure that the prices reflect what you actually want to sell them at. Okay, you'll scroll down. You'll see, hey, English details. This should start to look familiar. German details. This is all the information from your design. So here's the information. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to copy in the title. And I'm going to put it in right here. Title. Now, you'd probably want to change this to German. You can translate it, Google Translate, DeepL, something like that. You could also put that in your spreadsheet. But again, I'm trying to save a little bit of time, so I'm just going to go through, fill that out. All right, we have our brand, siblings, and co. So we'll go ahead and fill that out. Brand. All right, we have our bullet point 1. Bullet point 1. Notice I'm just copying and pasting. Did I fill all of that out? Nope, I missed one. Okay, bullet point 2. Now, this is super useful if you're doing any type of scale design, if you're just trying to upload very, very quickly. Copy this, description. So filling this out does take a little bit of time, but I promise you it's really easy. Now, once you have filled that out, we've filled all the prices out. Okay, we've filled out all of our listings. Now we're going to pick some colors, okay? Now you want to go through and make sure that the colors you're picking are colors that look good with the design. With more experience, you'll know exactly which ones to pick. But you know what? I'm going to go through here and just pick some random ones. Show you guys how this works, okay? The hoodies. We're going to set this, you can do throw pillows, Samsung cases, so on and so forth. I'm going to set it for men and women. I'm going to not do youth. Actually, maybe I will do youth. And this is what you'll do. For a hotkey, you need to pick a key on your keyboard. I like to use like a Shift R, something like that. We'll turn this to active in the bottom right hand corner and we'll click done. So you'll see all of this has been filled out right here. Looks awesome. Now, if you are on Merch by Amazon, okay, I'm just going to refresh this page. I'm going to upload that design real quick, so we'll drag it and drop it. There we go. It is uploading. We'll give that a second to pop up. Now, typically, when you are uploading to Merch by Amazon, you have to click Select Products and go through and be like, oh, yes, I want to upload this. No, I don't want to upload this. Okay? Horrible. Notice how nothing down here is filled out. Remember here, we set the hotkey to Shift R. That's all I'm going to push on my keyboard. Ready? Shift R. Boom. It's going through. It's selecting everything we just picked out. I'm not touching the keyboard at all right now. Okay, it says fix errors, try again. I probably messed something up. I entered too high of a price. Okay, so hey, yes, I made a quick mistake trying to speed this up for you guys. So you'd want to go back inside of here, change your pop socket prices. But this is why I said when you create prices for this stuff, make sure it's an actual price. Okay, but you'll notice, look at this: English is filled out, German is filled out, French is filled out, Italian, Spanish, and you scroll up here and you look at the products. Remember how we unselected Japan? Not in here. Every product is selected, so that just saved us a ton of time. So then you could go ahead and upload that design to Merch by Amazon. Now, one quick thing that I need to share with you guys that everyone forgets, okay, is once you put this product up and once you're doing your pricing, you can price high, you can price low, but remember near the beginning of this, we found a product that was pricing fairly low. They sold and then they increased their price. That is something that I highly recommend that you guys take advantage of, but that's not the only thing that you should monitor, okay? Something that a lot of people get wrong or don't do is they'll monitor their price, they'll try to get some sales, but one of the easiest ways to actually sell more and more product is once you're selling, once you get some reviews, what you want to do is come back and do that same process over again. When we were doing the research, when we were picking out these keywords, later down the road, you're selling a little bit, you're like, hey, I got a shirt, it's selling 2 or 3 per day. Awesome, right? That's not going to be like retirement money, but it's going to be a solid stream of income for that shirt. How do we boost that shirt up to get more and more sales? What we do is we do the same process. We get new keywords that might be getting searched more per month, maybe 3-4 months from now. We go back inside of Merch by Amazon. We start editing this stuff. Okay? We add the keywords. Maybe we play around with our title. We know it's a selling design, but we're trying to get more keywords that have bigger search volume. Okay? You can go through the process. You can look at these related keywords with the search volume in the right, in the product search, and start reworking your titles. Start reworking your bullet points. You know it's a seller, right? You have nothing to lose here. You know it's a seller. You know you started to rank for it. What you're doing then is you're trying to optimize for bigger and bigger keywords. You're not going to rank for the big keywords right off the bat, okay? Which is why when we went through this process, we started pulling out the other smaller keywords other than the big one, which was, the Big Brother shirt. Okay, so that's very, very important. You're not going to hear people talk about going back and editing shirts that are a year old, 3 months old. But I'm telling you guys, that is how, if you have a shirt that's selling, or maybe you have a shirt that's not selling, go back in, start playing things around. But the way to make the most money is to find your sellers and optimize those. Change those keywords because you already know they're a seller. You're just trying to get them further and further ahead in the search results compared to everyone else. Okay, so we've gone over quite a bit already. We've gone over the research process. We found some ideas. We went over designing. We found some ideas there. We went over kind of what you should be looking for, main design elements, big, bold text. We just went through the whole keyword process, okay? We keyworded everything. We went through, hey, let's upload this to Merch by Amazon. We went through how to do that much quicker. But now, this right here, what I'm going to show you guys is how to bring your merch account to the next level, okay? Merch by Amazon is a great platform. You can make a ton of money there. But if you want to take all that work that we just did, and you can replicate that, you can copy those ideas, not the shirts, but the ideas of what I'm telling you guys of how to find this stuff that people actually want to buy. You can copy that, replicate it over and over again in your business, and eventually you're going to have some designs, right? You might have 10 designs. You might have 100. You might have 1,000. Some people might have 10 to 50,000 unique designs if they've been doing this for years. So don't get discouraged by this, but you can take what you have and you can put it in front of a much wider audience than Merch by Amazon. So let me go ahead and we'll show you how to do this, okay? In the top menu, you're going to see the single upload interface. More than likely, if you have ever watched or heard a video from me, I've probably mentioned this. This thing is a game changer. This will allow you to run multiple businesses at once with the same designs by uploading them to other platforms that people actively buy on. So before we jump into this, think of it like this. You've done your research, you have a design, you got it on Merch by Amazon, it's selling 1 per day. Or let's say it's selling 10 per day. Okay, so 300 per month or 30 per month. Either way, that's good money for one design, right? But what if you could take that one design, sell 5 per day on Redbubble, sell 20 per day on Etsy, sell, 1 per day on Teespring or Spreadshirt. Every single month, not only are you doing, 300 per month on Amazon, you might be doing 100 of those sales per month on Redbubble, 300-400 a month on Etsy. All of a sudden, that one design might be doing 1,000 sales a month for you. One design, because you got it across multiple platforms in front of multiple audiences. So that's why this is so powerful. So go ahead and download this. You'll click the button. It's going to give you a few options. You can do Windows 32, Windows 64, or Mac. There's a walkthrough video, but I'm going to walk you through how to do this right now. If you are on a Windows machine, pick Windows 64. If that doesn't work, do Windows 32. But always start with 64, okay, because that's going to be the main build. If you're on a Mac, clearly select the Mac. It's going to download on your computer, and then you're going to install it. So this is going to be desktop software. Now, once you have installed that, you will see something that looks like this. So let me bring it up real quick. So sometimes you'll see that it's asking you to download an update, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. All right, so it's installing that update. Give me 1 second. All right, so update installed, and this is what it's going to look like. So very simple. Very simple interface. We want to make this as easy as possible for you. You have a CSV table, an images table, a services table, and an upload table. Okay, so I know you might not understand what this is, but remember when I told you guys, put all of that information that you are building into a Google Sheets. Does anyone remember that? Okay, that is why. So let me bring that Google Sheets back over here. We have the title, brand, bullet points, description, and design file. Okay, let's go ahead and download that to our computer. Okay, so we'll go File, Download as a comma separated values. Now, I've already actually done that, so I'm just going to upload it here. Hold on. Maybe not, so File, okay, File, let's see, Download, comma separated values. Okay, so I'm going to put this on my desktop, so 1 moment. All right, so I've gone ahead and done that. What I did was I clicked on CSV with headers. Now notice this information right here is everything we uploaded or created in Google Sheets. Easy to read. If you didn't put headers, notice how I put title, brand, bullet point. Those are headers of the CSV. If you don't have that, go ahead and just click Upload CSV. But I did, so I went and I uploaded a CSV with headers. Now, let's go to the this design file here. Okay, I decided to put the file on my computer inside of the spreadsheet. This is exactly where it can be found. Notice that's exactly what is in what I uploaded. Now, if you don't know how to do that, or it's confusing, you don't have to put it in the CSV file. You can simply upload it to the images table. If you put the design file in the CSV, you can completely ignore the images table, okay? So, very, very simple. Now, we're going to go to services. There's a lot of them in here. There's Printful. Printful uploads to pretty much any platform you can think of. They integrate with Etsy. They integrate with eBay. They integrate with Seller Central. Okay, and they have tons of products. You have Teespring, Redbubble, Spreadshirt, Zazzle. Those are all different print-on-demand marketplaces. Printify and Guten and Printful are all print-on-demand partners. Okay, so just to show you guys, we'll go here. And this says, hey, enter a store URL from this page. So you need a Printful account. Before going through all this, I'd highly recommend you read all these help guides up here. But just to show you, I'm going to go ahead and click this page. This is going to open up the test account that I like to use right here. So we'll click that. And we will copy in just the URL to the number. So if I know you can't see the URL on my screen. It's going to be printful.com/dashboard/sync store equals and then a number. Don't copy anything past that. So we'll open this back up. Should look like just like that. This number is the number for my store. Yours will be different, but it is integrated to a test Etsy account. So go ahead and click on save. Okay, so this is what the inside of Printful interface, inside of the single upload interface is going to look like. Make this full screen so you guys can see it. There are a lot of products in here, okay? Pages and pages and pages of products that Merch by Amazon does not offer, okay? Framed posters, shorts, aprons, like anything that you can imagine. But I'll just show you, I'll just pick a shirt just to show you how easy this is. We'll pick a shirt. And now all we're doing is we're filling out options. Region, colors. I'm going to sell this design in black. I'm going to put it on a large, a medium, and a small. It's going to say, hey, what files do we want to upload? Front print. What's the front of the shirt? Well, I want the front of the shirt. Use the drop-down menu. The design file. Do I want the front of the shirt to be the brand? No. I want it to be the file. That's what we're printing. Are we doing a back print? No. No outside label. No. So we can just leave all that blank. I'm going to leave the mockup style blank because Printful will push its own mockups. And then all you're doing right here is data. We're pushing the title, mixing and matching here. Title, description, right here. Tags. Did we have tags? No, we didn't. So if you did want to do that, you'd want to go back and let me find it. Right here, you'd want to add a new column for tags, but we don't have that, so that's certainly okay. Okay, and price. What do we want to sell it at? Did I put a price in there? You can see here, I did not put a price. So I might want to go ahead and enter a price, or what I could do is I'll just show you real quick. Let's do this. Let's add a column. Okay, insert one right. We'll call this one price. We'll say, hey, let's sell this at $19.99. And maybe we'll add another column, and we'll call this one tags. And I'll just say brother, big bro, sibling. Okay, 3 tags, just real simple. You'd actually want to fill that out properly. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to download this again. Okay, and then I'm going to upload it, if you give me 1 second here, to the SUI. Okay, so let me bring this over so you guys can see it. Boom. This is the new thing we just filled out. We added a tag column and a price column, tags and price. So now if we go to Printful, okay, we have all this stuff filled out already. We can come down here and say, hey, for the tags, I want the tags column. For the price, I want the price column. Boom, that's it. That's literally all you have to do. And then we'll go to Uploader, okay? And then we'll pick, hey, which one do we just set up? We set up Printful. Come down here. We can take a look at exactly what we're uploading. These should be clickable, right? Boom, it's opening up the design. Now this isn't on a black background, so it's going to be a little washed out. Here's the product. Okay, here's the price. Here's the colors. Here's the tags. Everything looks good. Now, if we want to do Redbubble, for example, little bit different process, but let's make this big so you guys can see it. Picture. What do we want to upload? We want to upload the design file. Background color, keep that the same. Markup percentage, 20%. Title, you're just mixing and matching tags to tags, description to description. Okay? You can copy settings from existing work. So let me actually bring that up real quick, and I'll show you guys what that looks like. So let me log in another screen here. Okay, so this is what it will look like. You'll see that I have a lot of, this is my test account to make sure everything works properly. But let's say this is the design and we want to copy all the settings for this design. Background color, so on and so forth. You click this little cog, you click copy settings. Okay, you would copy that URL right in the top there. and then you would go back to the single upload interface. Put that in there. So there, we don't need to put a background color because it's going to copy the settings from this one. We can look at all of the different products that Merch by Amazon just doesn't offer. We are able to sell all of these different products across multiple platforms. This is huge. So we're just going to go ahead and click all. Everything looks good. Come over here, and if you want to upload, you would say, hey, let's upload to Redbubble. Okay, here's the image. This is the default view. The mockup is not adult only. We're not doing a background color because we're copying the settings from this. Okay, all good to go. Now let's just go through an example of how this works. You can check your trademarks. We're going to click Start Uploading because I know none of this stuff is trademark. We'll go ahead and click Start Uploading. And here we go. It's going to say, hey, we're opening a browser for you. Okay, we don't save any of this information. It's going to be loading the page. And boom, please sign in an open Chromium window. You'll see right here, it's going to ask me to log in. All right, I've gone ahead and logged in. Now it's opening the browser. I'm not even touching the keyboard. It's going through all of this automatically. So it's loading the page. It's going to upload that picture, the picture that we designed very quickly inside of the Merchant Former Designer. Now it's waiting for the previews, okay? Setting up that markup percentage, doing the title. I'm just sitting back and watching this at this point. It's doing the tags. Very easy. Preparing description. Filling the description. So I don't have to type any of that. It's agreeing to the terms of submitting the product. Okay, so we'll give it a second here. It's still submitting the product. Still submitting the product. Boom, there we go. Link work was uploaded. So I'm going to go ahead and open up Redbubble here. Just do a quick refresh. Drag this over, and there you go. Okay, so we can click on this and click View. Go ahead and click View. Boom, there we go. That is the design that we created, and they put it on all of these products for us. Okay, we didn't have to do any of that. We took exactly what we had in our CSV file. This is why it's huge for you guys to, one, make sure you focus on the keywords, focus on the exact process that we went over. Copy that process for your own designs, but create this stuff inside of a Google Sheets so that when the time comes, you can do what I just did. I threw the CSV inside of the single upload interface, and I just uploaded that product to Redbubble with, a click of one button. That's it. Super, super simple, right? So I got that up, and everything is ready to go. Now, what you want to do is your CSV file over here. It would have, you'd have all your designs in here. It might be 10, it might be 20, it might be 100, it might be 1,000. And you can pick which ones you want to upload to what platforms, and you start building your business and scaling it out. Okay? Now, that is pretty much the entire process that we have followed to build a massive income based on very, very few designs. So, just wrapping this up, guys, I want to make a few points. One, there's not one proper way to research. Make sure you're using all the techniques that we went over. Okay? 2, scale out designs, but monitor them. I like to set prices low and monitor those as well. So you're monitoring 2 things. You're making sure that if you are scaling out designs, you're taking the ones down that don't sell. Okay? 2, you're monitoring the price. You're starting off low, you get some sales, you get some reviews, then you bump the price up. Now you're making more money for literally the same amount of effort. Okay, the second thing that you guys need to understand is that if you find a seller, you get something selling, it's unique, you find a way into the market, brand new design, okay, you're not really competing with many people, but you're in a big niche. Once you start getting those sales, go back in and optimize the keywords for your best-selling designs. Don't just let those ride, because they'll keep making a few sales a day, but the goal is to take those best sellers and turn them into even better sellers. Okay, 3, if you are not graphically talented, make sure people are using, or you're getting people to create design elements for you. You can do the rest. You can take design elements and create multiple designs. You can use the Merchant Former graphics if you have a pro account. Okay, so lots of hand-drawn graphics in here. But really what it comes down to is it comes down to taking that strategy, doing it over and over again to find unique angles to enter these markets, and then when you're ready, create that spreadsheet, and get them everywhere across the internet. Because yeah, people will copy your designs, but if you're first, you never have to worry about it. Because your one design will be on Amazon, it'll be on Redbubble, Spreadshirt, Teespring, Etsy, eBay, anywhere you can think that people shop, you will be there before they even have a chance to copy your design. Now, I know this is getting quite long at this point, so we are going to wrap it up. But if we do another one of these, okay? If we do another one of these, we'll probably talk a little bit about marketing. But a lot of the marketing that you guys want to focus on isn't necessarily active marketing. It's passive marketing. So what the hell do I mean by passive marketing? Talking about the keywords, the process of creating these keywords, putting them in the bullet points, really focusing on your title. That is literally marketing your shirt to Amazon. You're saying, hey, Amazon, I use the right keywords. I use keywords that people are actively searching for. It's a really good fit from the market that wants to buy. And they're going to say, you know what? I agree with you. I'm going to rank your product a little higher. I'm going to show it to more customers to get a sale. Okay, so that's really what you guys need to focus on. So we're going to wrap up this video. Lots of good content. You might need to go back and rewatch portions of this to make sure that you're really nailing down and putting into practice the things we've gone over. But if you take one thing away from this, I want you guys to take action. I want you to find something in your business that you can implement what we went over today, and I want you to do it. No more waiting. Go out there, start doing it. You have a bestseller, go optimize that bestseller. You haven't uploaded in a while, go find a product where you can find a unique angle and get something uploaded. Are you uploading currently? You're doing it slowly. Figure out, use the tools we offer, figure out how to do it faster so you're not just sitting around wasting your time. So that's going to be all for today, guys. I really appreciate everyone who has stopped by and watched this. If you have any questions, please let us know via the help desk. And to your success, I really wish you all the best. And have a happy January or February or whenever you're watching this of 2021. All right, guys. I'll catch you later. Thanks.